What's going on, guys? Phil here from Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube with Rainey. This is our social media dude. He probably answered one of your questions at some point in time. It's almost guaranteed because he does every single message, every single comment. So we got another episode of From the Gallery where we pick 10 trucks. We rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not so good, 10 being super duper awesome. And it's all your vehicles that you've added to the gallery at customoffsets.com/ad. So if you're wondering how you get your truck rated by us, that's how you do it. Without any further ado, we'll jump right into it. This episode is all SUVs for the SUV crowd out there. So whether that be you driving the SUV or maybe it's your wife's vehicle. So first one we got 2007 Chevy Tahoe, Hard Rock Crushers, 20 by 12s, and then Federal Garage 33 by 12 and a halves on a 7.5 inch rough country. Looks like pretty much just wheels, tires, lift, not a ton of other stuff done here. LED lights. We're doing these ones fast because we have 10. So you got to think of a number already and then give a short example, short explanation, I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, 6.
6.
Yeah, I went with a 6 just because I've driven a 7.5 inch lifted Tahoe before and it gets kind of sketchy. Coil sprung rear trucks, so very sway-y.
Yep, I have about the same views on that. We lifted a few of them, drove them. They're not that comfortable on the highway at 7.5 inches.
But you get a pretty giant vehicle for $1,600 for the wheels and tires and $1,200 on the lift. So the Hard Rocks are super affordable. Federal Garages are super affordable. They're loud, but they get the job done. Oh man, I think Corey should do this to his. 2004 Chevy Trailblazer, something you don't see very often. Dirty Life DT1s, remember those are from Cali Off-Road. 17 by 9 negative 12s, Continental Dirt Commander MTs, 285 70s, and a Supreme suspension lift of 3 inches. These wheels actually look really sharp. He's like missing a lot of his fender to make it fit.
I feel like you have to with how big those are.
What's going on with this front bumper? It's like he pulled the bumper off, but then left the little plastic insert. So it kind of still looks like a bumper.
I'm into it, but I'm not. Like, you're just a daily beater, like, and you didn't really care about it, like, that would be a really fun car to have.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
And knowing you take that off trails and stuff and beat on it.
Oh yeah, you have to. All right, got a number?
Yep.
Oh, this is tough. 3, 2, 1,
6.
Yeah, 6 again. Kind of like better than just okay, but not quite everything that I'm looking for. I guess I agree with you, whereas like if this is just your beater daily car that you can run around and just smash into things and not care, I think this thing's awesome. I love the wheel selection. I think the bronze finish on there looks awesome. And I like a lot of the wheels from the Dirty Life lineup, but overall, I don't believe these are true 4-wheel drive either. I think they're all-wheel drive in the Trailblazers.
And they're split like 60 front, 40 rear.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's super capable, but I definitely think that I could have some fun with this if I owned it. That's what I got.
That's what I would do.
Complete opposite spectrum here. 08 Chevy Trailblazer, Moto Metal 970s, 20 by 12s, Ironman Gen 2 SUV tires. Okay, 275 50s, again on 3-inch Supreme suspension, which is probably one of the only companies that makes anything for these guys. I can get down with this though too.
Yeah. It sticks out a little far for my liking, but it definitely gives like that street fighter stance.
Yeah, it looks better than I would have expected if someone told me they put 12 wides on a Trailblazer.
And a 3-inch lift on street tires,
right?
Yeah.
Number?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, 7.
6.
You're just gonna pick 6 for all of these.
I'm stuck on the 6 on this.
Go with the 7 there. All right, next guy.
Ooh.
2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, them Velgen Classic 5s, 22 by 10.5, positive 35 offset, Pirelli tires, and it's on air because who doesn't want a Grand Cherokee on air? Got the big old Brembos. Guessing this is probably an SRT.
Yep.
Not the Trailhawk or Trackhawk or whatever they call the new one because this is a 17, but still plenty of power. I've driven multiple generations of the SRT Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, and they all are awesome.
Yeah.
Airlift, yep, no spacers, nothing like that. Cool bronze color.
I'm ready when you are.
3, 2, 1, 8.5. Got that extra little half in there.
Yep.
I think this would be a perfect daily driver.
Yep, and that's exactly what I'd use it for. I mean, nice SUV, gets it still aired out and look cool. But at the same time, if you're going up to the cabin, you can still drive down the gravel road and not feel bad about it.
And like went with really nice wheels, really nice tires.
It's really clean. Like, that's something you could drive to your office job, park it in the parking garage and look beautiful.
Yeah, like if you were an exec, you could still own this and nobody would be the wiser.
Yep.
You know? Oh my gosh, that thing's tall. 2008 GMC Yukon, fuel forged, of course, with amp mud terrain attacks, and a 9-inch Cognito. Just in the front though, because there's a lot of squat going on here. Oh my.
That's a big truck in the front.
So I gotta wonder, is all of the highway scariness gone when you don't lift the back up, because that's where the coil springs are, you know, in the rear, obviously. That's where a lot of it comes from.
If your headlights touch the ground, I'm sure it would be a lot less sketchy, but I don't think you can adjust the headlights to touch the ground with that much lift.
No, that's 9 in front, and that's 2 in the rear?
Yeah, very minimal. I mean,
it doesn't say in the details. I thought I would look, but it's not in there. Otherwise, yeah, all just white. Pretty standard Denali package.
Yep. It's a simple build. It's
very simple.
The Cali lean.
Number?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, 6.
7.
Oh, you went higher than me.
I did.
I just don't know if I could get down with this much lean. I think it's really clean. I think there's a lot of people that will love it, just not my style.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's over the top. It's aggressive. It's like Junior's Bronco.
It is.
It's too much, but it's like the right amount.
If that makes any sense. This is sweet. A lot of wheel. 2018 Chevy Suburban, 26x12 American Forces, Fury Off-Road Country Hunter MTs 35x13 and a halves, and a 6-inch FabTech. This one sits much more level. I love the new body style too on the Suburbans and the Tahoes.
Seen a few lifted ones down in Daytona, and they were on point.
Yeah. Big old drop hitch on here.
I'm not a big fan of 26x12s or 24x12s, but when you have such a large SUV, something that long, you don't want to also make it really wide, because then it makes everything else that much more difficult with driving.
Right, and based on his drop hitch here, like I'm picturing this thing towing your $180,000 Mastercraft or your Wake Setter or your Malibu or whatever you got out to the lake. So right, you don't want to go super wide that you're throwing all the rocks up and stuff like that, but 26x12 I think looks a little disproportionate. Like a 26x14 looks more correct.
It gives it more of a width to it than a pizza cutter look.
I'd throw 22x12s on here, and then I think it would be spot on. So with that, 3, 2, 1, 8.
5.
You were really delayed. 5, pretty low.
Yeah, it took a second to take that in. It's too much of a donk look for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd still rock it. Holy cow. 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, Avant-Garde, which we do have on the site now. 22x10.5 plus 15, a little more aggressive than the last one. This is on lowering springs and not on air, so he doesn't have to worry about trying to tuck those wheels up there, but pretty stuffed in. And I don't know if this must be a wrap or if it's just a satin over his standard paint.
It's a very unique color though, and it kind of ties in with the lips of the wheels.
But he's got, carbon hood, brushed wheels, bronze barrels, gloss red brakes, satin red body.
There's a lot of color going on, especially in the wheel area.
Oh, wrap, crimson, red, chrome. Doesn't look chrome, but that's what it says. Very aggressive though. SRT, obviously. Number?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 4.
5.5.
We went low on this one only because he's got so many colors going on. I don't know if I can get with the browns and the red. I think black wheels would be fine. You get a lot higher score.
The carbon hood's what kind of killed it for me. I'm not a big carbon fan unless like you have a full track car and it's all carbon. Yeah. But a carbon hood on what I would say is a massive street SUV is a little excessive.
And look at the size of that cowl.
That's big.
That's huge. Oh boy. 2003 GMC Yukon, American Trucks Vortex 24x14 -76 on some good old cheap tires, 33x12.5s, and an Apex leveling kit. So we're looking at some crazy wide stance here. Lots of chrome going on. Big old decals. He's got some, I don't know if it's the spike lug nuts that he's got painted to match there. They're not in this photo, but they were in the other one.
I can kind of get down with that.
Cowl hood, GMC off-centered in the front. Number?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, 4.
6.
Yeah, I gave it the same score here. This one is just not, it's not doing it for me. These older Yukons, even like the 07 to 13 body style Yukons, not a huge fan of. And then you go a little bit older and it just, I don't know.
I can mess with it a little bit. I mean, like I'd change a little bit of it. Like the color's not my thing, but like the two things are the sticker on the back window and that off-center emblem in the front.
Yeah, those are the big things that throw it off for me.
But other than that, like it's like the ultimate high schooler's like SUV dream. I mean, and it's
took
it's a budget
mom's old
setup.
SUV
Yep.
when the family got rid of the camper, but they had the SUV yet, so they gave it to the kid to drive.
And all the kids can drive, so mom got rid of her Yukon.
Yep.
And for what, $3,500, it's a pretty solid setup for what you get out of
That's
it for a
true.
look.
That's true. 2 more to do here. 07 Suburban Fuel Mavericks. This is a lot more like aggressive off-road type looking setup. Federal garages, 37s, and a 10-inch super lift. That's crazy.
Huge.
That's a lot. This thing's sweet though. I kind of like it. I don't like the taillights. The roof light bar is maybe a bit overkill, but I dig all the black. He's got aftermarket headlights in there as well.
Yep.
Um,
I'm curious if he's got the trailing arm drop downs for the rear.
Can't see on these pictures,
Right.
but I would hope so.
I would assume with the 10-inch you'd have to, because those rear trailing arms would be damn near straight down.
Right.
So I mean, if he's got good drop down brackets, I mean, it should go down the highway pretty decent and not sway really bad.
All right, ready to rate it?
Yep.
I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, 7.5.
Solid 7.
Got that half in there. I could totally see driving this. It's got a lot of rubber, so if you want to bounce it off some curbs and stuff, I think you can.
It's one of those you can toss keys to your mom and not really have to tell her to watch out for curbs.
Right, as long as she can get in it,
Yep.
you're set to go. This is clean. Wow, 2016 Ford Expedition, Hostile Predators, and Nitto 420s. It's got some street tires on there, 305 45s, and just a leveling kit.
So this is actually my boy Ethan Sill's new toy that he has. I don't know if he bought it this way or not, but I've been seeing him posted on Instagram and Snapchat quite a bit.
This is sweet.
And yeah, he does truck stuff with it. I mean,
yeah, it's very like Lincoln Navigator-esque. When you throw that big setup on there with the chrome wheels and whatnot. Obviously oversized from what you get on a Navigator, but like just reminds me of that, like with all the chrome. It looks very high end. It looks like a F-150 Platinum.
Yep.
But an Expedition.
Or like the Lincoln F-150s.
The Mark LT.
Yes. But there's a little more of like on the...
Rubs like crazy, but who cares?
I believe it. Those are 12 wides and it's leveled.
Yeah.
I dig it.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, 10.
8.
10. Hands down. Would love to drive this thing. I think this would be a sweet rig.
For the Ethan, you got to bring it back up here. We want to see it. We want to ride in
bring
it.
it by. We'll make a video on it. We'll do some things with it. I'll probably drive it around. It'll be a good time. So yeah, that's that. If you guys want us to write your vehicle, you got to have it in the gallery. Step 1. So customoffsets.com/ad. That's so you can put your vehicle in there if you've got wheels and tires. We love to see high quality pictures and all that jazz. And then if you're just trying to figure out what fits your vehicle, that's actually what the gallery is for. So you can search by year, make, model, and see exactly what fits your truck at customoffsets.com/gallery. That's about enough of me talking. Rainey and I are probably going to go eat some tacos now. Peace.